So after a bit of a shakedown, I headed up north. There was still a bit of work to be done, but we finally hit the road and we stayed at some absolutely epic top camping spots as we headed towards Cairns, and we even got a chance to check out a really cool waterfall too. Legends, welcome back to Always Allwood Drive. As you can see, we are in the lovely Port Douglas area. Look at that. It's almost like on a desert island, and I'm so excited to have you guys join us on this absolutely epic journey, almost history making in a way. We'll be the first Aussie designed and Aussie built SUVs to ever conquer the Old Tele Track up here in Cape York. So I recommend sit down, crack open a couple of cold ones, and we're going to take you through all your key areas: Bloomfield, Lakeside National Park, of course the OTT itself, all the way up to Queensland, right to the tip of Australia, and then we're going to be heading back through the 5 beaches through to Cairns. So it's going to be a multiple part series. I'm going to start the Bloomfield track, and I really can't wait to show you guys. So let's get stuck into it. So after checking out Cape Trib, we aired down, ready to hit the Bloomfield. Right, Bloomfield track. It's just a big bowl of dust. Right, so we're just taking a bit of a pit stop here in the Bloomfield track. How cool is that? Like, you would have never thought you would see a Ford Territory even make the start of this track, let alone where we are now. So there's been a couple of steep descents. I have as a takeaway is that this is just a big bowl of dust. It is dusty as hell, and it's interesting, you can actually see on my grill where the dust is being ingested into the intake. I have done a bit of work trying to improve the airflow, so it goes to show airflow might actually be working here. So hopefully next stop we'll see a few more cool things, and then we'll get stuck into it. So we made it to the famous Lion's Den Hotel. To be honest, the track wasn't as amazing as we thought it would be. Maybe we just didn't stop at the right waterfalls or the right places. It was just a big bowl of dust, and then it was all tarmacked anyway. So I don't know, Bloomfield, maybe we didn't do it properly, but we're pretty tired. We just set up camp. It's a bit rainy. There is no spots here at all, so we're pretty much just setting up literally on the road. But it's all we got, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Everyone's just all busy setting up camp, and then I think we're gonna have a fair few beers because I think we earned it. So we're all packing up camp, and to be honest, because Bloomfield was a bit more disappointing than we actually thought it would be, there's not enough content to actually make a video on just Bloomfield. So we want to start heading over to Lakefield National Park, and hopefully we can capture something that's a bit interesting. Right, so at this point we're basically making up for the disappointment that was the Bloomfield track, and we found a stack of rocks. It's actually pretty cool. Let's check all this out. Territory off-road was here first apparently, but you know what? Everyone also remembers Buzz Aldrin, the second man on the moon. All-wheel drive. So just about to head into Lakefield National Park. Gonna check out these Isabella Falls, have some pretty good things about it. So let's check it out. That was a nice little crossing. We figured there's a lot of people around, so we can walk across it. There's no crocodiles, hopefully. And it's almost like we went to the Simpson Desert. while we're going there, we can just come to Cape York. 30 psi, the race is really not that bad. And try and put a suck on the snorkel. And away we go. Now, olive oil has more than one use of being excellent at everything. Dust, look at that. Just dab it on. And then for the dust. What is olive oil not good for? You can cook with it, you can, I don't know, drink it if you really want to, and you can use it on snorkels too. There you go. So we ended up in Lake Emma. Now, I didn't realize there was a lake this big in what I assume to be the desert. Why? Because it is hot and just a big dust bowl. And if you check out all these lily pads, it's almost hauntingly beautiful, very still. Now, there's also a sign that said crocodiles around, but we chucked a couple of sticks in. Hopefully that has scared away any that is around. Yeah, just we're gonna check it out. So after a very dusty drive in, we made it to Lower Homestead. Now, this is one of your typical kettle stations up here on the Cape York Peninsula, and it really just shows how tough and how rough life would have been out here, especially around the 1800s and early 1900s. Just take a look at all of this. I mean, no air conditioning, no modern comforts, no nothing. And it's really cool to see that all of this is actually quite preserved. You can walk around, you can check out the history. Yeah, it's actually quite cool, and I'm glad that we stopped by to check it out. After checking out that really cool homestead, we made our way towards our next camp destination at the Kawapawa campsite down in Lakefield National Park. Set up camp, relaxed, had a couple of beers, and enjoyed the peace and quiet. That was very dusty. We just made it to the Musgrave Roadhouse. It was a good 85 k's from camp. I just can't believe the dust, to be honest, but it was pretty cool. It was almost like driving through the outback. I mean, I wasn't even expecting this trip to have any outback element, but it was cool almost during the whole trip, thinking it was all tropics, and then it turns out there's a bit of outback there, which I actually kind of missed. So we're going to be airing up here, refueling here, and then heading up to Archer River. Some issues. What happened was that I was going up a few hills and I was just losing power. I was in drive, but it just wasn't going anywhere. We popped open the bonnet, pulled over, and as you can see, the intake tube has actually collapsed upon itself. Now, our theory here is that, well, not just because of my excellent waterproofing that I did at Keith's house, but that is so gummed up that I think I actually have to replace it. And hopefully that should be it, because the car itself restarts instantly and fine, but it looks like there's that much dust that I've suffocated my car. That's what we did. When you cloth, I don't have those official little fancy air socks. And a bit of olive oil as well. It's not worth it. Just so it catches all the dust. But it goes to show, check this regularly. I mean, yeah, that would have explained why I made have said no more. So what we're going to do, gonna start it up. That blinking one, deal. And away we go. Look at that. Punishment fits the crime. I had to do a repair. I noticed in my rearview mirror, corrugations are relentless. This literally just popped out. There's only 2Ks to go. I'm very tired. So hopefully it rattled it out. I can actually rattle it out. We made it to Bramwell Station, not Tourist Park. I was a bit of a turn-up and turned into the Tourist Park. We made it to Bramwell, we're gonna have a few beers, we're gonna relax. And that wraps up the journey between Cairns, really. Next time you see us, we're actually gonna be hitting the Tele Track. Now, that's gonna be our next video. Whether we make it or not, that's gonna be, well, that's something that you'll have to stay tuned for. We are absolutely exhausted traveling a week, pretty much through what I reckon is the outback and back. Minimal damage to the vehicle. So, catch you guys next time.